Take it out.
What the f***?
Como nos gustan los pies a nosotros. Mira, pisando está, mira. Yeah, but it makes you feel better, all right.
Here are disturbing moments when creepy cops were caught on camera, starting with this rookie cop who got into real big trouble. On January 5, 2019, officers from the Louisville Metro Police Department pulled over Collie Coates, her boyfriend, and a few family members. While speaking with Coates, rookie officer Tyler Gelnett reportedly perceived the smell of pot and ordered them out of the car for a search. However, what started as a routine traffic stop quickly got very personal.
Do me a favor, bring her back here, okay? This is one time it's best to bring her back here because of the traffic on Greenwood, okay?
All right. He's pat me down. Like, okay, go ahead.
Good.
Yeah.
You don't care about checking you out, do you?
Hey, hold on. Stop. Time out. Go back there. Go back there.
So rude.
Ma'am, do you have anything on you?
No.
Okay. Can you do me a favor? Just hang tight right here, okay?
Can I just shut the door?
Yeah. You can shut the door and is that your daughter?
He's training.
He's training.
Yeah, he's supposed to call a woman to really actually pat it down.
Actually, it's with male officers. It's supposed to be the back of the hand.
Yeah.
So as soon as he did it wrong.
It didn't look like he just did it wrong. He didn't even hesitate or pretend to search in other places. However, the other officer did everything he could to better the situation.
Ma'am, listen to me. Ma'am, can you turn around?
I'm sorry.
No, it's
It's
okay.
just the way he did.
He's a new officer. I'm training him.
Put his fingers.
That's why.
I'm sorry. I thought only a female.
No.
I don't have anything on me.
Ma'am.
But only a female officer.
Males can search females, but we are supposed to use the back of our hands.
That's a violation right
So
there.
that's why as soon as I saw him, I stopped him, told him to go to the back of the car. Okay? Okay. It's all being recorded. I want to let you know that. I want to reassure you of that. Okay? Is that your daughter in the car?
That's my niece.
Niece? All right. I know she's probably a little worried. If you want to let her know everything's okay. All right? You can. All right. Now, I need to check and just make sure that there's no marijuana in the car.
I understand.
He already told me that y'all smoked earlier, okay? I want to reassure you, once we do that, you'll be on your way, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay? You okay, ma'am?
You're violated.
Listen.
It was just, I've never had nobody.
I know.
It was awkward.
As soon as I saw it, that's why I stopped him. And I want to personally apologize to you, okay?
The officer searched their vehicle and released them after finding no traces of pot in the car. But the situation did not end there. Ms. Coates filed a lawsuit against Officer Tyler Gelnett and the Louisville Metro government. It turned out that Officer Gelnett did not learn his lesson. A few months later, he seized pot from some citizens and then gave it to a friend. Following investigations, he pleaded guilty to 1 count of first-degree official misconduct, and the charge of trafficking in less than 8 ounces of pot was dropped. He was fined $500 and was given 2 years of conditional discharge. If he commits any violation during this period, he faces a 90-day jail sentence. He ultimately resigned, and in February 2022, the court awarded Ms. Coates $50,000.
Let's do it!
In 2019, Miami Beach police officer William Beaker landed in trouble after appearing in an influencer video featuring Playboy models.
Arrest us, but you can't keep us from having fun.
So, let's do it!
No problem. Enjoy the community. I like to protect the truth. Have a good day, ladies.
Beaker was on duty, but that didn't stop him from faking an arrest for the models. Officer Beaker's Playboy stunt cost him his job, as he was suspended without pay. But instead of taking the L, he sued the city, claiming unfair treatment. The court, however, didn't buy it, and his case was swiftly dismissed. Officer Beaker merely participated in the video, but this cop took things a step further by actively touching them. On April 27, 2024, the internet exploded over a viral video showing a woman attempting the most textbook get-out-of-jail-free move imaginable.
Told you you were going too fast. Nobody listens to me.
I'm not gonna get a ticket.
How do you think that you're going to get a ticket?
I'm gonna show my. I'm not
No,
gonna
you're
get it.
not going to do that.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not.
Watch me. Just watch.
Good evening, ma'am. I'm Officer Jones, MPD. You know where I pulled you over?
No.
All right, well, I got you going 65 and I'm 45 back there, okay? You have your license and registration on you?
I actually don't have it in this car, but what if I show you these?
Man, it's 2024. I can see on the internet anytime.
Well, what if you touch them?
Let's try. Yeah, that makes it feel better. All right.
Yeah.
I'll let you go with a warning. So next time, slow it down for me, all right? You have a good night.
Thanks.
What the f?
These make life.
Sure, it's an OnlyFans skit featuring model Jordan Sweat, but the real concern is that Officer Johnson wasn't just playing pretend. He's actually Officer Sean Sherman of the Metro Nashville Police. As if it couldn't get any worse, he was actually on duty while filming. And when you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Officer Sean lost his badge and was charged with 2 felony misconduct charges. While this might have been staged, a very similar thing actually happened. For real. On August 14, 2023, Officer Anthony Hare of the San Diego Police Department responded to a call to help some officers arrest several people for suspected car theft. After the arrest, Officer Anthony was mandated to take the female suspect to the Las Colinas Women's Detention Center. However, halfway through the trip, the officer lost his way.
Put your hands behind your back. There you go. Stay like that. Why are you guys tripping like that? What's your name, dog?
My name is Israel, boy. How you doing? Man, a little scared. What the f?
We'll explain everything to you, man.
I know you're gonna explain everything.
Just relax, all right?
What's
All right, we need weapons. Okay, we're just gonna go to my car right here, okay? Follow me. Is this car good? On the other side of my car. Oh.
Can I put on my shorts?
Yeah. Let's go.
How about asking me?
Yeah. This way. Walk across the street.
Not even on. He said he was gonna ask me. What's it? Why are you the only mean one right here?
I'm not mean.
Bro, you're the only dick right here.
No, we can
Honestly,
talk more once we get into the car, okay? I got your.
Sorry for calling that, but.
I got your not your duffel bag, but the drawstring bag. I got all of that. Your makeup. So.
Not rude. You're doing your job. I understand. You're doing your job. But why would you hate it like that? I just want.
Go, step inside.
Wait.
Go. Go.
I'm gonna unplug.
Put your feet inside. Perfect. Just a little bit more. So I don't want to pinch your skin. All right.
While in the vehicle, the family suspect suggested a few things to the officer. Then, a few minutes later, another officer receives a message that Officer Anthony is stuck in the backseat of his car.
Don't say that right now. No, I said don't say that right now because everything's being recorded right now. What's going on? Officer, step out of the vehicle for me.
It turns out that Officer Anthony wasn't exactly lost. Following suggestions from the female suspect, he had parked in a dark alley and got into the back of the police car with the female suspect. He would have gotten away with it, except for one tiny problem. The backseat door is designed to only open from the outside, which is why he had no other choice than to call his supervisor. The dude had planned his way in, but never thought about the way out. While it was pretty obvious what happened, the officer had a different version of events.
So then I was like this, and then you want me to see how she was laying down, or
How you ended up inside.
so like, yeah. So she was laying down. Her face was over there, and then I was just like kind of right here. I was like, hey, well, at first I was like, hey, wake up. I was like, hey, you okay? Blah blah blah. She did like, so her head was facing towards that way, and then so this is when I was shaking her, and then this is when I went in. But then I don't know if I had my hand like this, and then something like that happened, and I kicked it with my foot like that, and then I was in, and then I was waking her up like this. I was like this, waking her up. While I was waking her up, I hear the door click behind me.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, so yeah, I was like this. And then when I found out the door was clicked behind me, I positioned myself like this. And I already knew that there was no door handle, but I was just like frantic. I was like, I can't get out of here.
Okay.
And then that's when she was able to sit up here. And then I told her, you can stay there, blah blah blah. And then I was just like hunkered down like this on my
Okay.
side.
So let me go to the other side, then you climb back in.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Again?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Open the door, and then as I came in like that, I was trying to wake her up. My feet wasn't this. My feet didn't get caught like that. And then when I was like waking her up, that's when I noticed that this door closed on me. And then that's when I was like frantic trying to open the door, but I know there's no door opener. And then from then she was able to. So I was like this majority of the time. I was trying to get her up because her face was right here.
Okay.
Right here, and then I was trying to like wake her up to get her up. And then next thing you know, I hear the door close on me. I was frantic. I was looking, and then that's when she started to kind of like, I guess, wake up or get dazed off, whatever. And then that's when I asked her like, hey, are you having a hard time breathing? She said no. Do you need medics? No. I was like, okay, all right, just stay right there. And then that's when I was trying to open the door.
Okay.
And then that's when I went on D2.
All right, you can jump up. Let's jump up.
Do you mind?
To be fair, I think I agree with Officer Anthony. That was definitely what happened. The female suspect also maintained that nothing happened between them. Unfortunately, no one else believed them, and our officer resigned the next month. Detectives discovered traces of bodily fluid on Officer Anthony's belt, and the body camera picked up moaning from the back seat. An internal investigation found that the cop violated at least 7 department policies. While Officer Hare was invited by the suspect, our next cop invited himself. On May 21, 2013, Officer Dustin Fetz of the Lakeland, Florida Police Department pulled over Zoe Brugger and her boyfriend for driving with a broken headlight. Usually, the officer should have given her a ticket and sent her on her way, but not Officer Dustin. He decided to search her for illegal substances, and he has a specific place in mind where he thinks this imaginary contraband might be. The officer searched her car too, but nothing was found. Following the incident, Dustin was handed a 1-day suspension and retrained on the arrest procedure, but he was not found to have violated her rights. However, Zoe Brugger disagreed and sued the city and police department. She received a settlement of $25,000. However, just when you thought you had seen it all, another officer surpassed Officer Dustin's weird behavior. On July 25, 2016, Amanda Houghton called 911 after a car reportedly hit her from behind during a stop. Soon after, officers from the Layton Police Department, Utah, arrived. They noticed that Amanda was jittery, so they assumed that she had a DUI or was on controlled substances, so they cleared the sidewalk for her to take a sobriety test.
The next test is called the 9-step walk. It's going to require you to walk. Do you put your first time? No. So I know she has sandals on. The pavement's hot. Are you okay doing this in sandals? Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to imagine a solid imaginary line in front of you. I want you to place your left foot on that line. Place your right foot in front of your left foot so your right heel is touching your left toe. Can you do that now? I ask you to put your right foot in front of your left foot. Okay. Let your hands relax down at your sides. Go ahead and stay in that stance, please. Right, let your hands relax. Let your hands relax down at your sides. I want you to look at your toes, and you're going to take a series of 9 heel-to-toe steps. You're going to count each step out loud. You're going to make a turn, and you're going to come back. I'll demonstrate what I want you to do, okay? So it's going to look like this. 1, 2, 3, except you're going to 9. On your 9th step, I want you to keep your left foot planted, make a series of small steps around it, and then I want you to come back. 1, 2, 3, except you're going all the way to 9. Do you have any problems with your legs that would prevent you from doing that? All right, do you think you can do that? All right, why don't you give it a shot then, whenever you're ready.
Counted 1?
No? We're not done yet. Okay. The next test I'm going to have you do is called a one-leg stand. Alright? You can choose whatever leg you prefer. It's pretty easy. What I want you to do is I want you to keep your hands relaxed down at your sides. Lift either foot up at least 6 inches off the ground, whichever you prefer. Alright? I want you to stare at your toes and count out loud 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000 until I tell you to stop. Can you do that test? Alright. Whenever you're ready. Don't, you gotta let your hands relax at your sides. Right, go ahead and stop. Hey, I'm gonna place you under arrest for DUI. Stop. Yes. Put your hands behind your back. Stop. Don't make things worse, okay? Cooperate with them. Stop turning around, hold still, okay? Motor safety, I'm sending you 2 weeks in a patrol unit over here for transport. Stop, please. Over here in front of my motorcycle.
After the test, Amanda was arrested. However, before she could be placed in the police car, the officer performed a search that was unlike anything you've ever seen.
Do you have anything illegal on you?
No.
Okay, I said stay there for a minute.
Stay there!
Okay, I said stay there. You guys should be.
Okay, they're here.
I was trying to make things lighter.
Okay. Well, you're not, all right? And your balance is really poor.
Because I'm in shock, I'm
You have
shaking.
some other physical characteristics characteristics which are indicative of a controlled substance being
Can I ask
used.
what that is?
Yes, your eyes. Your
My
eyes
eyes?
lead the way. It's called misconduct.
Don't.
Stop.
Don't touch
Okay,
me.
I can search you, and that's what I'm doing. You do
You
not
have
pull
my
away from
husband
me.
here. You put me with my husband here.
Hey, I'm going to search you, whether you
With
like
my
it or not.
husband here.
No,
You don't get to fucking grope me.
Okay, no one's groping you. There's a little camera right there. Pay attention to it. Okay, don't pull away from me again. No, I won't. All right. What I want you to do is I want you to come over here on the curb and have a seat.
Can I have a cigarette?
No,
Will you bring my purse by me?
I will. Sit down. Sit down.
I'm not gonna sit.
Although the officer's search didn't turn up with anything, he still slapped her with a DUI. Further blood tests showed that there were 0 traces of alcohol or drugs in her system. Subsequently, her DUI case was dismissed. Following this, Amanda sued the city of Layton, claiming that she was wrongly arrested and touched. Her lawyer insisted that she was jittery because she was shaken up by the crash and should never have been taken to go through the tests. The police department maintained that the officer had probable cause to arrest her and that he followed the right police protocols. While this officer ensured he was on camera, this next cop was way more sneaky. In August 2017, State Trooper Isaiah Lloyd pulled over 29-year-old Patricia Wilson for driving without a seatbelt. The trooper suspected that she might be driving under the influence and ordered her out of the car. And then he forgot all his training about searches.
Taking prescription medication or anything? No. I do no drugs, no nothing. Swear to God.
Although we couldn't see what transpired during the search, Patricia insisted that the trooper touched her inappropriately.
You can't see underneath the hood of the car where his hands are, how far in my pants he is, and how long it takes him to remove his hands from that area.
Anything could have happened during the search below the waist as his actions were not visible. A rookie mistake. After the search, which turned up nothing, the officer asked her to undergo sobriety tests. After passing the tests, no illegal substances were found, so Patricia was issued a ticket and released. She then continued on her way back to work. However, later that evening, she was stopped by the same officer who claimed that she was driving erratically and that her car tent was too dark.
I felt like I was harassed and stopped. Yes, I think he was waiting. Being pulled over second time, not even a quarter of a mile away from my home, that then scared me. That's why I felt like I was being stalked. I felt that he was. When he said we have to stop meeting like this, I felt like that was a couple.
Patricia insists that the officer's behavior resembles that of a stalker and filed a lawsuit against him in the city. After an internal investigation, Trooper Lloyd was cleared of all wrongdoing, but admitted that his actions were unconstitutional. Patricia's seatbelt ticket was dismissed. However, her lawsuit was settled by the state for $25,000. Following a series of other mistakes, Trooper Lloyd was suspended for 2 years. While Trooper Lloyd's actions were non-consensual, this next cop received a blinding green light.
Como nos gustan los pies a nosotros. Mira, pisando estamos.
In 2013, the Prince George's County officer Francisco Marlett was caught on camera getting it on while on duty. The dedicated officer had sworn to serve and protect, but must have misunderstood what the oath meant.
Como nos gustan los pies a nosotros. Mira, pisando estamos.
The couple spent minutes inside the car before the video ended. After the video went viral, Prince George's County launched an investigation into the case. They discovered that his little affair had prevented him from responding on time to emergency situations. Additionally, the officer had a history of infractions and had been suspended multiple times. This time, he was subsequently fired from his position. While this randy officer only lost his job, our next suspect got jail time.
Get off of me!
Take it out.
Don't touch my...
In January 2015, Officer Richard Scavone of the Las Vegas Metro Police arrested Amanda Viscardo Ortiz after assuming, with no evidence, that she was a night worker. However, what should have been a simple civil case soon escalated into violence.
All right, come on over, man. Hey! What? Come over here. Get on. Put your hand behind your back.
So what do you?
I got the taser out. Put your hand behind your back. Put your palms together.
How am I supposed to put my palms together if you got my fucking hand?
That's it.
All right.
That's it. I'm gonna dump you on the floor in a minute. Hell, you think you're talking to? Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Talking to me? Spread your feet.
My feet are straight. Why do you have your hands on my neck? Get the off of me. You doing? I don't give a. So what? Take me up and take me to jail. You doing all this extra stuff for what? Stay.
Get on your stomach. On your stomach. Had enough? You finished?
Get my back on the ground.
You finished? DP 31 468.
I don't care because there's a camera right down on the hotel.
You finished?
I think I'm going to jail.
You finished fighting me? Are you finished or no? Stand here. Shut up. Understand me? Or no?
I heard you.
Don't move. 468. One time D. Martin, south of Tropicana. What else you want to do, tough guy?
Go ahead and take me to jail. That's all I want you to do.
You got it. What do you got here?
That's fine. Don't touch my. What the?
Ever pull away from me?
Everything is being recorded. You're for no reason, and you know that. I'm not doing.
Ever pull away from me? Understand me? Out.
Get off of me!
Take it out.
Don't touch my. What the?
What else you got?
Get off of me!
What else you got?
Get off of my titty! You're in my. God, what the?
Reach for anything while I'm talking to you.
Get off of me! No! Stop!
You finished?
Stop!
In the car. In the car.
Oh my God!
You're gonna what? What are you gonna do?
What are you doing?
In the car.
Officer Richard turned a routine arrest into a UFC showdown. He shoved Amanda, slammed her face on the hood of his patrol car, and put his hands inside her bra, all while screaming at her. After an investigation by the Las Vegas Metro Police, Officer Richard was fired and was charged in court. He eventually pled guilty to using excessive force and was sentenced to 1 year in prison and 1 year probation. He was also ordered to pay a $20,000 fine and complete 300 hours of community service once he was released. Amanda Vizcarrondo Ortiz reached a $200,000 settlement with the police.